What's up, YouTube? Pastor Bob. So I want to show you guys this before I ship it off to my nephew. So my nephew is in the Air Force, and I remember what it was like to be in the military. But I also remember what it was like to be in the military, and none of your family sends you any gifts. It does anything for you, right? They all want to brag about what you're doing and what you've done. But when you're in there, nobody gives a rat's ass. Very few people do. And I know what that feels like. So I'm sending my nephew a few gifts. And one of them is this guitar. So I reached out last year and I had designed a few guitars because I've been a luthier for years. And I reached out to a famous, they build, let's just say, very well known guitars. And I asked them, can I get a few guitars made? So I had purchased some of my LP styles, some of my Strat styles, and Telly styles. Wanted them done a certain way. I had to order 10 total to get them. And so I figured I'd give him number 4. This is number 4. And so I have a purple nitro finish. Actually, it's a purple nitro with a antique maple. It's a mix of both. So it's a unique color. You can see it a little bit in there. I wanted it that faded look, I didn't want it to be all shiny. If he wants to make it shiny, he can buff it out. And this has a 3-piece mahogany or 4-piece mahogany body, a maple neck, and the fretboard is Purple Heart. So this is a Purple Heart fretboard. It's really dark. The ebony was going to cost me more, and rosewood, so I wanted it to be something a little bit different than what people usually use, and so I went with a Purple Heart. It has mother of pearl dot inlays, and just the standard 3-way telly selector switch, lipstick, and regular single coil in the bridge, volume and tone, input jack, blah blah blah. So it's a pretty standard setup, except for maybe the fretboard. And them frets, I did them, right? So them frets are nice. So that way he'll play the guitar. So yeah, I just finished it up. I did all the hard stuff so that all he has to do is bolt it on and put a strap box on and get himself an amp and he can jam. Yeah, so I wanted to do something nice for him, something he has from his Uncle Rab, and that way when he's bored or mad or pissed off or just wants something to do, he can jam. He's been a good kid, Cause, my brother being a federal officer, how much choice do you have, right? Oh my God. And, he's had a really good upbringing. So, he's a good kid, he's doing his service like his dad did and his uncle did. And all of his great grandfathers before him. So I'm pretty proud of what he's doing. So I figured I'd make him a guitar, or give him one of my guitars that I had designed. If you look, there's a offset contour on the sides of this. So if you guys see that, so there's a bevel that goes all the way around the guitar. Just a small bevel. Because sometimes when you're laying your arm across there, man, you get sore on a telly. So, yeah, I figured he'd like it. Something nice. Send him a couple other little things ought to make him happy. The only thing he has to do is watch a YouTube video and learn about action and intonation. I'm sure he can do that. He's a pretty smart kid. Got a high IQ, so he ought to be able to figure that out. And about setting the neck, which you can always call his Uncle Rab and ask him. And he should have a nice guitar. It'll be a nice starter guitar for him. You know, this. I mean, you ought to get good tone out of it. I mean, Purple Heart and Maple and Mahogany. It'll be a nice little setup for him. So, I just wanted to show you guys. Show you what I'm sending him. Little gift. So that way, if anybody tries to steal his guitar, trust me, they'll have to do so many modifications to it. Because if you look in code, his initials are there. So you'd have to scrape all that off. If you did that, by the time you did that, it wouldn't be worth even using. And some other things that I did on the body, but so I hope he's happy. Little gift from his Uncle Rab to him, just to show him that, I care and I'm proud of him, and to keep up the good work. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked my little short video. Take care. God bless. This is Pastor Bob, and I'm out of here. See ya.